Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. I finally finished this journal that I started a while back, and I finished it before we went away for our little trip, and I wanted to share it with you today and do a flip through and just show you what it's made of and how I made it. And just it won't be a long video, just kind of quick, just to flip through and show you all the pretty things inside. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I love the quilt and the collaging and all of the parts inside. So this will be in my Etsy shop if anyone is interested, and I really hope you enjoy having a look inside. I hope everyone's doing well and enjoying summer. It is super hot here, very, very hot. I'm not really a hot weather person so much. I like cooler weather. I love the sunshine, but it is super hot. So it's hard to do things outside, but we did enjoy some time at the lake, so that was very refreshing. So this is the inside of the quilt. I left it as is because I just love the color. It's a little worn and shabby and beautiful just as is. Little playing card. So I stitched a pocket from this beautiful sheer, I'm not sure what it was, but I just kind of ran it up and stitched it in, and I love how all the colors are playing off of each other here. So just some paper with a bit of French fabric on the edge there. Lots of journaling space in this one. Lots of places for you to add, or whoever to add, their thoughts and collaging or pictures, whatever you'd like to add. It is, I think it's 9.5 by 7 or 9 by 7.5. I can't remember. I think it's 9.5 by 7. And then it has about 152 total pages, fabric and paper. So lots of pretty textiles in here, beautiful spots for adding your own words. And this is just a little pocket, and there's a little hidden journaling spot right there as well. I've tucked some lace and an old letter in that pocket. More journaling space. Little pocket with a pretty bird playing card from Audubon. And fabric stitched onto this ledger. Some grungy fabric. Little pocket made out of a bag, and I just glued some wallpaper to it. And inside is some ledger paper and a pretty postcard. The bag had a hole in it, so I put a little piece of fabric right there. And I just love that little spot. So pretty to journal on this crinkly paper and have that little prettiness in the middle. And up here you could add fabric, you could add journaling, you could add washi tape. You could do anything. You could stick washi tape on the edges of the paper. You could make little tags or flaps. And I just love this. I stitched some ribbon here and some floral fabric. This side is plain, so you could add to this or leave as is. You could put a little journaling card there. You could write on the fabric if you like. Love the noises. It's a little bit of collaging up here on this botanical, and a clip with this little cigarette card on there. I don't know if it's a cigarette card. It's not really, I don't know. Maybe it's from one of those little books of wildflowers. Little tiny tag right here with a pretty postcard, Neapolitan, Italy, just pretty dressmaking type cards, or I think it was for costumes. And an envelope here, some tissue paper. This is a little tree swallow bird card, and I just embellished it with some fabric and a ticket and left this side open, added a little paintbrush and some bits of the wallpaper and ledger. A little tuck spot there with a postcard that's been embellished. More papers. And here's the center of the journal. If I can get the little tiny pieces open. And I just love seeing the bits of color playing off of each other. I think it's really pretty. So all those fabric pieces, some journaling paper, and a calling card for Abby Gilbert. Some of these pages are fragile. This is very fragile, so I stitched the fabric in there to give it some support so it doesn't tear up. Little French label. The back of the botanical, love those colors. So vibrant, but still soft. I love how it sticks out here, a little wrinkle. It's funny how you start these journals and you hold it all together, and in your mind it's going to come out a certain way, and then as you stitch, things shift around a little bit. So when you actually see it, the finished product, sometimes it's a little bit different. So inside are some lace, and some a postcard, a first day envelope, and an orchid book page. So that's what's in there. Not cooperating with me. I think it has to stick out a tiny bit or it won't fold quite right. Pretty card. Love that bird. Love the colors. Just love how it's all combined. Some washi tape. I think that's a bloom tape. And more papers. I left the back of this one. The first one has a pocket on it. This one is plain. So you could literally, attach something on here. You could journal. You could paint on this. You could tear parts of this off and use it somewhere else in your journal. Love the little bit of fabric sticking out there with the stripes. And here's a fabric pocket with some collaged fabric. And then one of my collage tags. This one, I found these concrete tags. Notice of shipment sample of concrete from Cleveland, Ohio. I found these recently, and so I just added some papers in here, music paper, a letter, and this beautiful collage tag, which still has lots of journaling space on it for you. Botanical, lots of writing space there, pretty lace, more pretty fabric. Little bits, and some buttons sewn onto the end of this. And then in the back pocket, I have a photograph, a school cursive penmanship sample, or paper, probably practice work, and then a time card for journaling. And then the back of the journal is just a little bit of fabric wrapped around here. The quilt's so beautiful, I didn't want to mess with it so much. So that is the journal. I just love it. Like I said, I think it has about 152 pages, and I will be popping it in my Etsy shop very soon, and I'll post it on Instagram. So I hope you enjoyed that. I am still working on my anniversary journal, which I have sitting over here. So I am still working on this one. You can see the size difference. And I just need to, I added some more things to this, but I need to make the binding still. I have not done that yet, but I was thinking about it yesterday, and then I just need to print a few photos. So I don't know about you guys, but the days are flying by and time has gone so quickly that sometimes I just don't think there's enough time to get everything done that I want to get done, but eventually I will. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.